You're good at intros. You always do them.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Houston Outlaws post-game press conference. I'm Benny. This is Bree. Let's get right to it. That was really bad. That was really bad.
How is it bad?
All right, the first question is, what was the factor that opted putting Jake back into the starting lineup?
Was he ever out of the start? Oh, like I guess on 2CP? Yeah, okay.
Oh.
I think the reason for that is just because like we're starting to realize that like Jake should just be our projectile player, and then we want Linkser to become a more full-time tracer. So we put Jake back in so that we can play like Genji tracer or soldier tracer, stuff like that. I guess that's about it.
All right, the next question is, what did you guys do to prepare for Addo and Fearless?
We actually had a lot of scouting information thanks to Tyrone.
Yeah, Tyrone did most of the
I feel like
the job.
A few too many sleepless nights getting us that information. But he gave us really good rundown of like the habits of each player and how they play, like what their play style is. So we knew that Fearless is like a very aggressive player who like is much more all in, I think, than a lot of Winstons. So we knew that we had to put a lot of emphasis on like our Zen or our soldier to avoid him dying. And then we kind of knew like the playstyle of Addo if he's on Genji or on Tracer. So it was, we had really good information and we kind of used that well.
Yep.
All right, this next one, Spree should probably answer this one. What made you guys want to sub in Spree in for Linkser?
It's mainly because we run. I don't think I should say it for tomorrow. It's just because of our composition. It works better. Like I play certain heroes better that we want to run into our strat, but I'm not gonna say like which hero specific because we're still gonna play tomorrow. So I don't want to like fully reveal our strat. But it just works better to me. Like the only hero that Linkster would play that I play is Widowmaker. I just played for like you saw against Shanghai. I just played for the first point on defense, and that's pretty much it. And other than that, I play like heroes that are mostly like better than Linkser. Also because I just like generally like call more, and the heroes I play are like good for a more vocal player. King's Row.
We have a kind of tempo that like is led much by Spree for King's Row, and it's like it's kind of unique and really good for us on King's Row. So we like to have him in for it.
All right, the next question is, do you guys have a secret handshake yet? And if not, you guys should make one.
No, we don't. We should probably make one.
No secret handshake.
Do you guys have any like inside jokes or any like secret things that the team do?
The juicing inside joke. Anytime someone drops anything at this point, they're just called the juicer because we're just like, oh man, he's the juicer. He juiced our floor or whatever. And now you can drop like a piece of paper and you're like, oh man, you juiced the floor. What the hell, dude?
We have more. We have more of them. I can't think right now of them. It's like it comes like naturally,
All right, the next question is No Limits or Mystery Heroes, and why?
I would prefer Total Mayhem.
Yeah, me too.
But let's see. I mean,
wait. So No Limits or
a
Mystery Hero,
right?
Like No Limit. Like wait, the Mystery Hero one is like, it's not good at all. Like it's all orangey.
Yeah. But like No Limits.
So I would like choose No Limits over.
Yeah. No Limits lets you like experience what it would be like if Blizzard never decided to implement the one hero limit like they had like back in like beta. So like you'd have strats like double Winston, double Tracer, double Lucio and stuff, which is.
I really like the Total Mayhem game mode though.
Yeah, Total Mayhem's really
Especially
good.
if you play Zarya, you never die and you have full energy all the time. You get grabs every 3 seconds.
Yeah.
It's a little fun.
All right, the last question for you guys is, how does Banny pronounce his name? I've heard it pronounced both Banny and Bonnie.
I pronounce it to myself as Banny, but I don't care either way.
Say Banny. Banny.
Banny.
Or Boink.
I pronounce Banny Boink.
All right. The first question for you guys is, how much pressure was on y'all to not give the Dragons their first win, especially since you haven't been doing so hot?
I think there was a lot of pressure, actually.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, you always got to respect your opponents, so there's always a chance that like they would beat us. And I mean, we don't want to be the first team to lose to a team that has 0 wins. We're going to leave that to the Fuel, honestly. And maybe I wouldn't mind losing to them after they beat the Fuel, But so there was some pressure on us. Yeah, I felt it.
It's sort of like we knew that we're a stronger team, and we were confident going into the match. But of course, you take things extra serious when you really don't want to make a mistake. So I think we just we treated them like we treat any other match, where we just review their strategies, we reviewed their new players, thought about what strategies they might bring to bear, and we felt really prepared for what they were going to do, and it showed today.
All right, Jake, how did that Gibraltar pulse bomb feel?
It was nice. I mean, I feel like my tracer is definitely my weakest point as a player, at least in terms of the characters I actually play. So being able to be successful was nice.
Thank you, Mr. Logix.
Thank you, Thank Mr. Logix. Actually,
Mr. Logix.
You can cut all the rest out. Thank Mr. Logix.
All right, the next question is, how close did Muma get to actually playing Sim on Volskaya, and who had to yell at him to not?
Muma was extremely close. He was about almost at first point, and I was screaming at him. I was pleading.
We were
begging.
It was like it started angry and then it got sad.
He took his headphones off and said that if I can't play, I'm going to stand up and leave. And I told him that I would take him out to dinner afterwards if he would just switch off Sim, and he did.
We bribed him.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, fans.
All right, the next question is, Jake is in my house with a rip tire. What do I do?
Run for the hills, man. There's no escape.
If there's no escape, Jake, then the recommendation shouldn't be to run, as that's just wasting energy before their
I just
final moments.
bunker down and try to fight. Bunker down and try to fight back.
Yeah.
That's your best chance.
Your best chance is go for the kill.
It's like a 0% chance against a 1% chance.
It's true.
Percentage player.
All right, the next question is, was there any thought of playing fact fiction at all this match?
I mean, we considered it, I guess, but I think the bottom line is that we just haven't really put any practice time in. We've kind of accepted that fact came a little too late in the stage for us to really get effective practice with him. And Muma has, of course, been scrimming these maps with us for a really long time. I think stage 3 is going to be Fact's opportunity to actually start getting script time and map time, because then we'll have the opportunity to build strategies around him. I think if Fact had played this match, we would have just been, saying do what Muma does instead of actually, using Fact as the player that he is. I also think it would be a little unfair to him to ask him to play with no practice time. So we're just going to wait till stage 3.
It's very important for us to respect our opponents, especially right now that the stakes are so high for us with our performance so far in stage 2. Every map really counts for us, and playtime has to be behind strategy. Honestly, stage playtime is important, but these map wins are even more important.
All right, the last question is, what is everyone's flavor of Starburst candy?
Pink.
Red.
That's a color.
That's
I
a
mean, who
flavor.
the hell knows what those?
It's a flavor and a color.
Cherry and strawberry.
Strawberry.
Red.
That's cherry.
Red.
Red.
Pink.
All right, guys, that was our press conference. Thanks for watching. Be sure to come back after our next match and subscribe to our YouTube and follow us on Twitter and all that good stuff.